Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Jinto from US Cricket Store bringing you another video review, this time of the Stanford Joe Burns Player Edition bat. Well, you guys already know that the Player Edition bats in the market has been on the dwindling side with respect to the availability of the player clefs or the Player Edition clefs to be precise from the supplier. And hence the prices of the same or the Player Edition bats has been soaring high or in the higher side. Stanford has really upped their game to an extent that they are giving you the Player Edition bat at unbelievable price, period. Well, we all have really enjoyed seeing Mahela Jayawardene playing those lovely depth touches or he plays the game so efficiently and so deliciously that you would want to watch him bat regardless of him being on your side or as part of your opposition. That's when I as personally noticed Stanford to produce cricket bats, or that's when I saw a Stanford cricket bat live on television. They were outside of the picture for some reason, but now they are back with a bang. Like I had said in my unboxing video, that Stanford is definitely twisting or making the heads turn towards their end with the products that they are delivering as part of the 2021 and now as part of the 2022 as well. Today we are going to be looking at the Joe Burns Player Edition from Stanford or the SF bat or the SF company. We have got a very good chunky collection of the SF bats. We'll be reviewing them all of them one by one in the forthcoming days. Well, first of all, I would like to emphasize on the quality of the bat cover that comes with the Stanford or the SF bat. It's really nice. You can basically give this at the same level as what SS offers with their Player Edition bats. Now the SS is the brown color cover, and this would come in a black color cover, and it is fully padded, guys. It's absolutely fully padded. It has the carrying case here, and it has a back strap here as well. Well, very simple. You just open up the bat case and unveil what's there in as a weapon. Why I say it as a weapon is because of this reason. It cannot get bigger than this. Trust me, guys. When I say this, I really mean it. It cannot get bigger than this. This is a gauge buster. This will not go through a gauge. 100%, no doubt about it. Why? Because of the following reasons. 45 mm on the edge, a 66 mm on the spine, and a big chunky 30 mm on the toe. 30 mm on the toe. So I don't know in which world would this go through a gauge. I certainly don't fancy it going through a gauge for sure. Well, then the question can come, hey Jinto, I think this might be a case of narrowing. Well, this bat is 107 millimeters on the width. That's absolutely fine in my opinion. 107.2 to be precise on the width of this particular bat. Well, they have nailed it in terms of the decals that Stanford has gone with the Joe Burns Player Edition. Well, Joe Burns as a player has moved on from Decals to be his sponsor to Stanford to be his sponsor, and I think he has definitely made a wonderful choice with respect to the bat that he's going to be using for playing the BBL right now. He's playing in the BBL with this Joe Burns Player Edition from Stanford. Well, it's the SF logo, which is the redesigned logo. You would see a different logo when Mahela Jayawardene was batting, and now most of the Sri Lankan players, few of the Bangladeshi players who are sponsored by SF are playing with this kind of logo, and I think a few Afghanistan players also are sponsored by Stanford for their weapon of choice. Well, the Stanford written here, and this is the Joe Burns and his signature being laser engraved into the bat. The weight on this particular bat, you already heard the specs. It's outrageous to say the least. The weight on this monster bat that I have in my hand is only 2.9.5 on the scales with the wrapper on. And mind you, this wrapper is definitely on the very thick side. So you are definitely looking at least 0.3 of an ounce going off once the wrappers come off. It's a very thick wrapper that Stanford has come in with, and it's all over the bat, right? All the way from the top of the handle to the bottom of the toe. As you can see, there is a wrapper here as well, and that's how thick these wrappers are. 2.9.5, that's ridiculous to say the least if you're talking about the weight and the amount of wood that is concentrated in this lovely piece of craftsmanship that I've received from Stanford. Well, let's talk about the handle now. Now that's something that we really emphasize on in each and every bat reviews that we do, that the handle has to be pinpoint precise for us to have that balanced feel in our hands when we do the pick. This handle is of the medium thickness, and this is again coming with that kind of a spiral grip, which I love a lot personally. It is a grip that would allow you to play freely with bare hands at the same time with the gloves as well, and it gives you the illusion of having a slightly more thicker handle than what the thickness actually is, because of that small protrudings that or the small spiky rubbery things that's present on this grip, giving you a very grippy feel, in my opinion, in your hands. Now this bat does come in with the 3 colored rubber inserts, and this are brown color rubber inserts that is present on this bat. Well, 2.9.6 or 5 on the scales. What does it feel like in my hands? In my opinion, if I go into my stance and if I want to lift up, play my straight bat shots, play my cross bat shots, I have no problem at all. My preferred weight is 210, but this definitely feels much lighter than a 2.9.5 in my opinion. The feeling of the bat would even more be enhanced if you remove this cover. That's what I've observed. Just like that, you remove the cover and the feeling would be even more nicer in your hands when you lift up the bat. Well, for the authenticity of the product, you please look out for the SF hologram that would be present on each and every bat that would be supplied to you from any of the authorized lead retailers across the world. So please be careful on where you're spending your hard-earned money and what you want to get as part of the money that you're spending. It does have the SF logo laser engraved at the bottom of the bat, like in the SF bats that we have received or seen in the past. Let's talk about the grains now. We looked at all the aspects. Let's talk about the grains. It's a player edition bat. Definitely you are looking out for good amount of grains. You would not be disappointed. Let's count the grains together. On this particular one we have, let me look out, take out the glaze, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 grains on this lovely bat. 12 grains, not bad at all, isn't it? Don't you agree with that? Well, this bat is definitely known for low density, known for good grains, known for such humongous specs, does not go through the cage. Well, the last aspect that we all are waiting for is the ping response. Without further ado, check out the ping response and just be surprised of how it performs with this brand new cricket ball that I have in my hand. Check it out. Just see the ease with which I am just placing the bat under the bouncing ball. Well, I can see some towering sixes being hit by this beast that I have in my hand. I'm not feeling an ounce of vibration in my hand when I'm trying to bounce the ball on this particular bat. Well, that's how lovely the bat has been crafted. Well, I mean, just think logically, right? You have so much of wood you would get a better performance in your hands when you are getting with such a big meaty bat in your hands, right? That's definitely reputation, and it's pressed. Like SF are doing some things really right, which is the pressing. I always advertise the pressing by other brands when I review them. SF is certainly right up there when I want to discuss about the pressing of a cricket bat. In my opinion, that's one aspect which is the utmost importance when manufacturing a cricket bat. The pressing, if it is proper, if it is perfect, you would get a very good cricket bat. Talking about the profile of this lovely bat, again it is having this lovely duck-billed toe feature, which I'm personally a big fan of, and it is having this elongated sweet spot region. As you can see from here till here, it's all mighty sweet spot. Middle the ball, offset. You don't middle the ball. If it is hitting offset, you would still get value for your shots. I mean, it's so simple. You have 45 on the edges to back your shots. You would definitely get some value for your shots. And concaving wise, absolutely guys, you're looking at a full bat. No concaving whatsoever on this lovely beast that I have in my hand. Now comes the most important point. What is the price of this bat? You guys already know the Play Edition bats out there, which are slightly on the higher side in terms of the prices. Even the bats or the brands which were having lower prices have increased their prices. Stanford Play Edition bats, Joe Burns Play Edition bats can be availed from US Cricket Store for $499.99. Yes, you heard me right. The figures are not in the 7s, the figures are not in the 6s, but the figures are $499.99. We have very few limited stock in the Play Edition bat. So if you are looking out for a Play Edition bat which performs insanely well, picks up incredibly light, then don't hesitate to pick up your phone and get your order delivered before the season begins, and have fun when the summer kicks off in the United States of America or any part of the world that you are living. Well, that was it for this particular video, guys. Until next time, this is Jinto signing off from US Cricket Store, redefining cricket in the US.